All right, welcome to episode 289 of the Current Gen podcast. My name is Tim, here with Kyle and Dan. Sorry, guys, there's no fire this week. Dan and I had a cozy fireside chat last time, but that fire's gone.
Yeah.
You know,
No snuggling. No
no more.
snuggling this time.
There was
Not
snuggling.
today. Maybe later. Well, you have to watch the episode to find out.
Gosh,
So I don't want to spoil it.
missed everything.
Yeah, yeah, you sure do. But guys, this week there was a pretty major release, something that people have been counting down the days until in Borderlands for kind of a return to form, according to a lot of people. So we'll talk about Borderlands 4 a bit. I know at least Kyle has been playing it some. It is high on my list of next to get. I just have to be a little financially responsible, and I'm not going to play that right now. I've got like 3 other games I'm trying to juggle, so I'm trying to like figure out the right timing to play it. By the way, I'm
There's
not full
nothing
of
but
hot
breaks
air.
the rest of the year. So,
I actually do that though. I said it about Clear Obscure back when that came out. I had too many other things on my plate, and I
yeah,
came back and I played that bad boy and I finished
you
that
did.
game,
Yeah.
and it's the best game of 2025. I'll say it right. I'll say it again.
That's right.
All right. So, and we've got some other new games that came out this week that are worth highlighting. We'll go through some of those, and then we'll wrap up with a quick review of the Nintendo Direct that aired this week. We finally got a real Nintendo Direct. The first one that was kind of broadly Nintendo games really since the Switch 2 launched. We've had some smaller ones focused on individual games or third-party partners, but there hasn't really been a true Nintendo Direct since the Switch 2 launched.
Our 2 month Switch 2 check-in
So.
kind of felt like.
Yeah. So we'll go over that and see what you guys thought of some of those announcements and updates there too. But let's jump right in first with the big game of the week, and that is this one right here, Borderlands 4. The video here, by the way, is the GameSpot review, in case you guys are all wondering. So that's what is on B-roll here. But Kyle, you've been playing this a little bit. What console are you playing it on? And kind of give us your thoughts so far as you've dived back into this world.
I am playing it on PS5, and I know PC is like a mess right now. So if you're playing on PC and you're hearing me talk about this and it doesn't match your experience, just know that's a lot of these problems that people are having seem to be like PC. There's optimization problems. Just I think it's like
interesting. I did not know the PC struggles. Okay.
I think it's on like a very negative on Steam right now, or mostly negative or something like that, just because of people buying it and it not working right. And fix it, Gearbox. But I can't speak to that. I'm playing on PS5. I'm having no server issues. I've been playing co-op basically since the second the game started. I'm pretty far into it. And I started with the Rafa character, who's like the ex-soldier who's like stuck in an exoskeleton, like soldier suits or whatever, with like giant predator cannons that come off of his shoulders and shoot stuff. Pretty fun class, pretty fun game. I'm really enjoying it. I think I always like try and convince myself it's like Borderlands kind of broy, you know. So it's like I don't know if I like
It's a little bro.
I don't know if I like really. It's like college broy, like college stoner broy, not like Gears of War is like a different like a muscle meathead broy. The different types of broy, I guess.
That's true.
But but I don't. I maybe don't come clean with myself enough that maybe I like this game more than I think, because like I did stay up late to play it the first night. I played a lot of it. I was really excited to play it up until the point I have a big group of friends that play it. I guess I do love this series, but maybe just don't come clean with it enough. I'm really enjoying it. I am really enjoying this game. It's a good time. I guess I didn't really know that it was like a totally open world game. Borderlands games are usually like hubby areas that are kind of interconnected by like loading screens. This is an open world game. I mean, like with like
interesting.
Yeah, okay. So like little towers that you go to that unlock other things, and like an open world game. I mean, I don't know how to describe it other than exactly that.
Little Ubisofty.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, or just any kind of open world. But yes, Ubisoft coded for sure, just with the tower stuff and looking for things in the open world and collectibles and side quests and yada yada. The game does.
How the visuals that we're looking at look pretty good. Like overall, how are you feeling about how it looks?
It's a sharp-looking game. I do like the art style here. Like I think the game is only like 30 gigs as well. So it's like I think the art style also like lessens like the load on the memory end. Yeah, it's kind of nuts. It's like maybe it's 40 gigs, but it's under 50. It's my point. Even like Indiana Jones was like 120 gigs or something like that. So it's like it is. But it's a very big game with a lot of voice acting and what I would call good graphics, but like I guess just because of the style, it just keeps everything small, keeps everything loading pretty good. I was having some kind of slowdown server issues when I was playing co-op at some points. It kind of like peaked server times, but at no point,
Yeah.
and maybe some crashing, like maybe some disconnecting, some crashing, but at no point was it ever unplayable. And even Randy Pitchford, who the eternally can't shut up Randy Pitchford, was on Twitter this weekend saying, "Test the servers, you won't be able to break them. I promise."
Mm,
And I'm just like, why would you even
great.
say that? But like,
Why would
he's
you?
so
Why
far has
would you
been
speak
right.
that out?
So
Yeah,
You're like, you want to bet?
why
dude.
You
even
want to
say
bet?
that?
Even if it's less than 50 gigs, that's crazy. Like I earlier this year when I was playing through Red Dead Redemption 2 again, that game is 120 gigs
Yeah, that game's
to
like also
install.
8 years old. Like it is
Kingdom Come
nuts.
Deliverance 2 was 90 gigs. Like
Yeah,
games are big. That's
yeah.
crazy.
It is pretty nuts. Yeah, it's good so far. I think a lot of people were talking about how good like, oh, the story's really good this time. I don't know if Borderlands stories are ever good. Even two, like, I don't remember that being like, wow, the story of this game is like so good.
Yeah.
It's not. It's stupid.
I
Handsome
spent like
Jack's kind of an
84
asshole.
hours with 2 and I still couldn't tell you the plot. Like
I
but I
couldn't
loved
either.
that
Someone
game.
was like, "Do you
Yeah.
remember when this happened?" I go,
Handsome
"No, I
Jack.
don't
Something,
retain.
something.
I don't
Yeah,
retain any
something
of the
something
lore of
handsome
this."
Jack. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and Handsome Jack is a fun asshole, but like that doesn't mean like the story is good, Like, so I don't know, and it's kind of the same thing here where people are like, "I can't." The story's kind of returned to form. I'm like, I don't get it, I really. It's like you land on this planet
Hey,
and
good for
like
them.
it's like every other Borderlands so far, where it's like you got to start a rebellion against some oppressive system that's in place on this system or series of systems. And like that's all you're doing again, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's a nice format to like go about the world and kill some big bosses, which the bosses in this game are pretty fun. There's a lot of like gimmicks and stuff like that. Like one boss like kind of like covered the floor in like poisons and stuff like that during some phases, and you had to like use your new whip to stay up in the air and shoot at him while in the air and whipping around like the stadium and stuff like that. The new locomotion
Well, that's
system,
fun.
the whip, is very cool. Very cool
Yeah.
addition. I think then
And this is
Halo
our
Infinite has
new
something
main
like
villain,
that.
right, Kyle? This timekeeper guy, isn't he
Yeah,
like
the
our new
timekeeper.
main
Yeah,
bad?
yeah. No handsome
Okay.
Jack, but like he will check in every once in a while and say something cryptically, you know, timey, but he like oversees this
Something about
whole
time.
world, which is like, yeah, something about time. I don't know. Again,
Yeah.
like I don't, it's a nonsense story, I don't know what people are talking about when they're like, oh, the story's really good. I'm like, okay, yeah,
Okay. If there was a Borderlands story that was good, it was Tales from the Borderlands. That was
yeah.
because the
I actually
characters were
remember that.
good.
I actually remember that
Me too.
story, and it was actually written
Yes.
by like a team that like knows how to like write really good stories. I think the writing
Right.
is okay. Like I'm laughing a lot, Like I think like I don't think the writing's bad. It's just like I don't know. It's just nothing like deep about it or anything like that. So, but
Yeah.
it's fun. It's a good game. I really like the world. It looks really good. There's a lot of like variety, biomes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I've done a
There's an
vault
element of relief
already.
here too, I think, for Borderlands fans, Kyle, just because the
Yep.
movie was such a disappointment across the
Yeah.
Oh,
board.
yeah.
And I know 3
Yeah.
people liked
Rough.
3 a lot, but generally speaking, it didn't do it for a lot of people. I know that a lot of
Yeah.
people enjoyed it. I'm
It's a
not saying it
divisive one.
wasn't fun, but like it was a bit of a letdown. It kind of made
Yeah.
people wonder, like, is Borderlands kind of done? Like, was that it? So this is. It feels like, from what I've heard,
When
reviews
the
I've read,
news Tales from the
secondhand, it's
Borderland
a
came out,
return.
and that wasn't good.
Yes,
You remember?
right.
So like
That's
they've
right.
been on kind of a
That's
bad
right.
streak, and I did like Borderlands 3, but I'm very aware that like the temperature of that game is that it's not anybody's favorite, and that like it is a major step
Right.
down from 2.
Right.
And so like that is its legacy, is this its last like maybe decade not being very great, So yeah, the return to form
Yeah.
is cool, The classes
Yeah.
are great and varied. The characters all seem very unique and interesting. They already talked about 2 new characters coming, which Borderlands 3 didn't have additional characters, another kind of mark against it. And then they already are talking about like the giant expansions that kind of come in the aftermath of all this stuff. But they Destiny-ified it. There's weekly like missions to run now. You replay
Smart.
old
That's
missions
smart.
that have like new multipliers and stuff like that. Or I'm sorry, like a new kind of like, oh, now there's lava on the ground in this level, or now everything is heat resistant or whatever. It's just very Destiny now. Which is funny because Destiny kind of borrowed a lot of its philosophies from Borderlands, and now it's
From
just kind of like that
Borderlands, right?
cycle. Yeah, that looter
Yeah.
shooter kind of cycle kind of continues in
Uh-huh.
terms of like kind of borrowing ideas from each other, but the good ideas from Destiny, not any of the bad ideas. Even the idea where like every week the legendary vendor will change locations, like that's a Destiny feature that like they just like it's a legendary vending
Mm,
machine, and it just like
yeah.
changes locations every week, and then everyone has to go seek it out to kind of get their legendary for that week. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
they're kind of going for they don't want to use the term, but a games as a service type of feel, but it doesn't feel intrusive. There's no microtransactions. There's no currency to buy. It's not falling in any of those pitfalls or anything like that. It's Borderlands through and through, just kind of with
It's
a lot
trying
of
to
new
give you
age.
like new stuff to do, or at least
Yeah,
new versions of
to
stuff to
engage
do.
with and everything. Yeah.
Right.
Um, it's just good, man. It's just the shooting feels really good. The sound's really
Lots
good.
of
Everything
guns dropped,
is
right? Like tons of loot, of
yeah,
course, as
yeah.
always.
It's still my least favorite thing about the gimmick about this whole series is like the least thing I like about this series.
Because
It's just like
inventory
Bajillion
just becomes a
guns.
headache.
it's just
Yeah, it
like
becomes a headache
after every
immediately.
kill, every room's a kill room, and after every kill room, you're like, okay, stop, team. I gotta look at my inventory, mark everything as junk. All the 17 things I just picked up that are useless, I'm gonna mark as junk real quick.
But I want to sell
You
them. I
know,
don't want to just throw them down. I want to be able to
yeah, you
take
can't
them
just
back
throw
to a
them down. You
vendor.
gotta sell them. Yeah. So
There's
it's
got to
cool.
be
There's
a
just
way to like make that more streamlined, you know? Like
it
I know
didn't.
there's a
Yeah, there
obscene amount of
Diablo
guns, but like there's got
Diablo
to
did
be.
a Diablo did a really cool thing where it's like we'll auto loot anything from anybody that's this tier and above, you know. And I'm like, thank you for
Okay.
appreciating my time. This game's like you have to not only do you have to like pick up, you have to press square and everything. You can't hold down square to pick up everything in an
That's
area.
not good.
Like you have to
Oh
like, but that's
jeez.
always been that way and it sucks. And like you
It
guys still
has
haven't
always been
fixed
that
that.
way.
Like that's nuts to me. Like that's crazy.
Look
Like
at all this stuff.
look at
Look at
all
all the
this
stuff that
guns.
just popped out of this.
You have to press square 1,000
I'm like,
times right
no,
here.
no,
Hang on. Let's go back.
make it
Let's
stop.
go back because okay,
No,
right here. Look at that. What?
Look at all that
make it
stuff.
stop.
Come on.
You have to press square every time.
For someone with like OCD who doesn't like clutter, you're like, no.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then like let's
Yeah.
say
That's
you
always
want
been
to
the
like forget
drawback to
stuff.
me for
Like
these
I'm
games
yeah.
is the inventory. Was that just the inventory was just always a problem for me.
It seems to be I like so my remedy for that, which I've been telling some friends who are trying to get into this game who also kind of have that similar problem, which I don't like about it either, is like find a gun designer that you like a manufacturer. Like I like Jacob guns, and like those are the
Okay.
only guns you pay attention to. You know what I mean? Like I like how these guns
Mhm.
feel. I'm only gonna go like be a brand loyalist, which is kind of like funny because that's kind of what the games are very anti-capitalist kind of games or whatever. So it is kind of fun to like
Right.
lean into the themes of being like, I'm a big, Jacob head, and like that's a gun brand, or Ford or whatever, and I feel like that eliminates a lot of like the pressure that the game puts on you in terms of like, look at all these guns. And you're like, yeah, but I only like how a few of them shoot, which is true for me. Like there are a lot of guns that like shoot slow or shoot wide or shoot whatever, and I'm like, hate this, never want to use these, so I just don't ever look at those manufacturers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Smart.
but outside of that, I mean, it sounds like you might want to play it. Dan, are you a Borderlands guy? He hates it so much he's leaving.
Forgot to turn off this guy, or turn
No,
on
no.
rather. I played 1 and 2. Didn't play
Yeah.
3. Didn't play was it this prequel, whatever?
Pre-sequel.
So
yeah.
I've played like half of them. Yeah, the pre-sequel. So
Mhm.
I did like them. It's just one of those, I think in the past I've brought up before, like it's one of those games that I think I would just definitely enjoy more with friends. And it's just one of
Sure.
those things of like, getting a group of people together is like a
Yeah.
headache. And it's like, it can feel
And
like
these
an
are big
obligation to
games.
some,
You
and
have
then
to
it's
play together a lot to
Yeah.
finish them. They're big
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
Yeah,
They do
yeah,
respect
yeah,
your
yeah.
time. So if you do like split up and like come back together, like it's always easy for like I might be ahead. Like you can jump in, and then whenever you get to that moment in the story in your game, the game will just be like, you already played this. Do you want to skip it? So it's like there are a lot of really cool
That's good.
mechanics that allow that, but it is a commitment. And to what you're saying, Dan, this game, even more so than past games, have major difficulty spikes that are just like they're kind of the game checking to see if you're playing alone or with people. And those difficulty spikes really just mean
Yeah.
because you can't grind, everything levels with you, so you can't grind. Those difficulty spikes are just is the game telling you, hey, matchmake. You could probably still win.
Yeah.
I've done some bosses solo, but like the
Yeah,
game
yeah.
is designed for co-op to like what you're saying, to wanting to play it that way and
Yeah.
everything like that. So
Yeah. The
Yeah.
reviews
But
on
I
it are
did
overall
like
so
1 and 2
good.
though. I like
you
them.
like one.
Yeah, me too, Dan. Me too. I never finished 1. I played a lot of it though. Finished 2, loved
Mhm.
2. I think I played, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 hours of 3. I remember trying it. I just couldn't tell you
Yeah.
anything about it. I can't really remember playing it. Same with pre-sequel. I remember dabbling in it with part of one of the collections back in the day. I just never got super far in either of those. So, but hey, I'll tell you this: there aren't too many games like this with this kind of setting. There's not a whole lot of these Mad Max post-apocalyptic, especially not with the tongue-in-cheek, crazy, wild humor like this either. So,
Yeah.
It does provide kind of a unique
Well,
setting.
and not a lot of
So-
like co-op games like this. Like we talk about co-op games in a lot of different forms,
Yeah,
but like
true.
a game that like you're literally can like start a 40-hour experience or from start to finish play with 3 other friends. Like I there's not a lot of games I can mention that are like that other than
Yeah.
recently like this and Diablo. Like Outriders even was like only 3 people, you know. But like it was kind of this nature where you could play the whole thing together, and we all love Outriders here because it ended up doing so well, obviously. So huge fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Agreed.
Yeah, no,
Outriders was
don't agree with
amazing.
that.
I think the story and the characters and the voice acting.
Don't lean
gosh,
into that.
so good.
But yeah, you just don't have a lot of options in this type of, which is wild to me. You'd think that, like, I feel like we used to have a lot of games like this. It's not a thing
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally true. All right, well, thanks for those impressions on that, Kyle. I do plan on getting this one. Borderlands games always go cheap, and it doesn't usually take super
They do.
long for them to hit a nice price reduction. So I'm banking on that, mainly just trying to save some cash. I've bought more games than I anticipated already this year. There's stuff that going into 2025, I probably wasn't going to buy Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now it's one of my favorite games I've ever played. I probably wasn't going to buy Claire Obscure. I was just going to try it on Game Pass and see if I liked it. I bought it on Steam. I loved it so much. I wanted it on my Steam Deck. I didn't want it just trapped on Xbox Game Pass. I wanted to own it. Hell Is Us. I was like, yeah, this looks kind of cool. Dan really likes it. Maybe I'll just let Dan tell us what he thinks about it. And nope, got it. Love it. So I've already purchased so many games I did not plan on buying this year. Stupid
A lot of
Switch
side
2 made me
oopsies.
buy like 8 games I wouldn't have bought otherwise. You know what I mean? So
Filthy
So
Nintendo.
anyway. It's not my fault. What I'm
He's trying to
saying is
take our
none of this
money.
is my fault. This is
No,
all
you
know.
other people's fault. Yeah,
It
I'm a
is.
victim.
Yeah.
So, as long as we all agree
Absolutely.
on that. All right. Well, there are some other
Wholeheartedly.
games out. There are some other games out this week. I always like to give a little rundown of games that maybe you haven't heard of, maybe you have, but just to give them a little bit of shine from this week. So the first one is this game called Starfire: Eternal Cycle. So this is I believe it's a side-scrolling game. I'm gonna look these up on Steam just for the
Cool.
description, just to make sure.
Looks
Or is it
pretty
isometric?
frenetic
Maybe
and
it's
interesting.
isometric.
Yeah.
No, I think it is actually considered side-scrolling. So it's a side-scrolling. It's a love letter to classic arcade side-scrollers with roguelike
Oh.
progression, modern action polish. Has this just one more run
Yeah.
itch. Has 89% positive reviews on Steam right now.
Is it only on Steam?
It has a very
I don't know. Good question. I'll find out.
it has a very character action game vibe with
Yeah.
the combat. Like it's just very
But-
slick and like very Devil May Cry, Bayonetta. Like
Yeah, I like
it looks
this.
actually pretty cool.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, we
here.
know it's
It
we know it's
is-
out on the Switch too, right, Nintendo? Right, Nintendo.
Is it on
How
the
could it
Switch
be? They didn't
One,
get a
at
dev
least?
kit. All right, I can't find where it says anything other than PC. It doesn't mean it's not. I just don't see anything about it.
Yeah,
I mean, there's only the Steam logo right there.
Oh,
Seems like
it
it's
went to
on-
the next
At the
game
bottom
already.
there at the end.
This next game is
Oh,
cool
gosh.
too, but this game is cool. The Lightkeeper. I'll talk about that in a second. But what did it say at the end here,
At the
Dan? Did it
very-
just say Steam? Yeah, just
Just-
Steam.
It just shows
Okay.
the little
Yeah.
Steam logo there.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so just on Steam for now. But again, it's called Starfire: Eternal Cycle. Jumped out at me because of the visual style, of course, but then also some of the, Steam's recommending it to me because I've spent time playing stuff like Trinity Fusion and other games that are just a really good time that have similar fast-paced side-scrolling action. So this one looked like it might have had a little bit of like beat 'em up style side-scrolling where there was some vertical, but I couldn't really.
Yeah,
tell.
it seemed
can go
like
up and
that.
down
Yeah,
real
it seemed like there was some
Yeah.
juggling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So looks like a lot of fun. This next one is super creepy, called The Lightkeeper. So this one, I believe it's just considered like a horror adventure, I think. Let me look it up real quick for the
No shooty
description.
shooty.
One of
I don't
them
believe there's any
walk-in
shooty
simulator
shooty.
horror games.
Basically, yeah, it's a horror adventure atmospheric game.
It sounds like a nightmare.
They call it a psychological
Can't even
horror
defend
game.
myself.
So you are a
Okay.
World War I vet who is trying to escape the haunting memories of the war, and you take a job as a lighthouse keeper. And of
Jeez.
course, a bunch of stuff starts
Everything.
going wrong. So yeah.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, it does.
I think it looks like one. Yeah. So yeah, the Lightkeeper.
I like the
which-
vibe of it though. That looks interesting.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So that is out on Steam now. If you want to be spookied a little bit, but don't really want a super lengthy, in-depth gameplay type game. It looks like it's more just,
Tis the
like you said,
season.
walking simulator. Yeah, it's that kind of time. All right, guys, this series, Bubsy, the one that no one is asking for, it is back. And I know, listen, Gaston and many others, they love Bubsy. I get it.
I don't
Can't
actually.
apologize
I got to be
for it.
honest. I'm going to be on record here. I don't know if that's a bit or not. I don't know if it's a bit. I don't think anybody likes Bubsy. I don't think it's possible.
See, we can't even say it. We can't even say it.
Yeah,
Right.
Busby.
I
Yeah,
refuse.
his name might as well be
Busby. Yeah,
Busby.
you know what? I'm going to call him Busby going forward. No, this
Also,
absolutely
like,
seems right up Gaston's.
even his
obviously,
design,
but
like even with this
it's-
shirt that we're looking at, like with just the white shirt with the red exclamation point, there's something about everything about it feels very like phoned in and not. I don't know. Something
it
about
does.
it has
Yeah.
always
But
bothered
this
me.
does seem
It feels kind of
up
Looney
his
Tune,
alley.
like
And
low budget Looney Tune.
I do remember like people like really like talking about how good like the pixel art of this era of the game were. Like they were like bigger than most other games. They were a little more vibrant, a little more detailed and stuff like that. But again, like I say that knowing that no one's ever heard of the series except for like Gaston and maybe S3. So
Yeah. Yeah, I played it on the Super Nintendo, as I've shared before, and I remember enjoying it because those were the days when you had the game that you had, and that's the game that you had. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you didn't
Sure.
have like a lot to
yeah.
choose from. You're like, well, this is it, and I'm gonna play it because this is what I have. So the reviews on it though, guys. So here's where I would have thought it would come in the, maybe around 70, maybe 71 or something like that on average.
Oh God.
It's averaging a 57 right now for this collection.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go the other way. I thought you were gonna be like, it's averaging a 98. I would have been like, I'm
Nope.
quitting this podcast.
Nope. So
So
people
what would
saying-
fives be? Would that be like flopping in fives? Are we
yeah,
flopping?
Flopping, yeah.
floundering in fives. Yeah.
Flounder? Yeah, flounder.
yeah. So there are some people, according to this one review, who may have fully committed to the Bubsy universe and found a happy place within it. If that's you, this
Yeah.
collection is for you. But otherwise, it's
Sure.
like this is
What is going on with this
Figure
shirt?
it
Is he like a Metal Gear fan? Is that like when the exclamation point goes off?
Yes.
Like I don't
Yeah,
understand like
yes.
why someone
Who
was just
knows?
like, this is gonna be his shirt.
good question.
Colonel, this
Excellent
is Bubsy,
question.
and I'm back.
Yeah, I don't know, but I know
Kept
that
you waiting, huh?
the reviews are not encouraging. If you were hoping to maybe revisit some nostalgia, the reviews don't look like they're.
I feel like
Great.
if you have nostalgia for Busby, you
Mhm,
probably
yep.
you need a hug. You're probably in dire need of a hug or something. So
Mhm. Even as a kid,
I
I
kind
never
of like
finished
that
it.
art
so I
right
remember
there,
even as a-
though.
I'm
I do
telling you,
too.
like
Well-
this game is actually like it's pixel art and it's box art. Like I remember like them being very heralded or whatever, like as I was growing
Yeah.
up, and me just being like, what? I don't know what that is. It's like it's Cat Mario. I don't know what this is.
Yeah. Even as a kid, I knew it didn't quite feel right. I remember playing this platforming game, and it was just like floaty and weird, and the way you would kind of come to a stop
Yeah.
using your heels. They tried to like cartoonify a lot of it. And even a lot of the licensed games that were coming out at that time, where everything had a side-scrolling platformer, every movie, every TV show had a side-scrolling platformer,
Mm.
and a lot of them were somewhere between mid and garbage. A lot of those were more fun to play, and this was
I was
just kind of
I
meant
was a
to be
cool kid. I played
platformer.
Earthworm Jim and stuff like that.
Dude, that
I
game's
played
fun.
cool. I played
game's
cool
good,
stuff,
yeah.
dude. I didn't play dorky stuff like this. So
I did. So
sorry,
here we
sorry to
are.
buzz
This
me
is where we
fans
are.
out
Yeah.
there. My bad. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. And I like, and we're not going to change it. We're going to keep calling it Busby. We're just going to stick with that, and we're going to ignore the phonetics of it. We're just going to call it Busby. And
Let's call him
That's-
literally anything else besides his actual name.
so if you are a mega fan, and this is
Bubbles.
your like the collection's out and a new game is coming out, you're allowed to be excited. It's just not.
Yes, and I'm
me.
pro I'm pro like collections like this. Like I think we need
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
we need to preserve video games, even Busby. We need to preserve.
I know they have a hit and miss track record, limited run, but I'm glad limited run exists and is doing what they're doing.
Yeah,
but I know
same.
they have some hits and some misses. But All right, so that's available now on all consoles if you'd like to give that one a look. Also out now, speaking of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the Legacy of the Forge DLC is out. So if you want to go
Cool.
and do a lot of the blacksmithing elements of this game, and there's yeah, there you go, new storyline, new story elements to it as well, where you're kind of bringing back to life this rundown blacksmith. So I'm all in on this one. I haven't played it yet, but I'm very much looking forward to playing. I actually didn't play the other DLC either, so I have two pieces of DLC to play. I think that one was shorter. It was like 1 or 2 quest lines. I think it wasn't super big, but
The blacksmithing
thank God
stuff
for the
in the
DLC,
game
'cause
is
it's-
fantastic. So like
Yeah.
a whole DLC like based around it sounds awesome.
yeah, I love the blacksmithing for sure. Even if they were to have a game that's just you're not only blacksmithing weapons, but now you can also do armor, and it's just a blacksmithing sim set in this universe. I'm so in. Like, I don't need to save any kingdoms or fight anybody. Like, I'll
You
just
run a
That
blacksmith.
could just
storefront.
be a
Like,
thing. Yeah.
You're Tim's at home.
Dude,
You're running a
yeah.
storefront. You know, like they
Yeah,
have a
I
daily
would totally
economy.
do that. hmm So in. But anyways, that is out now. If you want to give it a look. All right, let's go back to weird cartoon characters getting their own games. This is Garfield
All right.
Kart
What's
2.
going on?
Okay, I really don't like. You know,
But
I
what's-
had tolerance for one game, and I was barely nice to that one. So
So
You're telling
for
me
your
in the same week we have 2 dumb orange cat things with coming back?
yes, we do.
Busty is not a
Two
cat. I
dumb
don't
orange
know.
cats.
I don't know if he's a cat or not.
I don't know what he
You
is.
just wanted to say
I don't
Busby
either.
again.
He's not even a
I just wanted to say Busby. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift, and
Okay.
it is.
They should have called it Tokyo Drift.
I can't take this seriously. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say the title because Garfield likes to eat,
Yeah.
so it's like all you can eat. But
Yep.
it's drifting because it's
Yeah.
racing. You guys get it?
Sure.
I
Huh?
love that he
Uh-huh.
likes to eat, but he also loves to drift, and we all know this about Garfield. Like these are
Yeah,
more
it's true.
accurate. Like
Yeah,
factual.
everyone pictures lasagna and
Eat-
kart
eat and
racing
drift.
when they think of
Car
Garfield.
racing. Yeah, his
Yeah.
favorite movie ever is Tokyo Drift.
When I'm racing in real life, I'm going like 90, 100 miles per hour. I'm eating lasagna because it's the
Lasagna.
most
Right, the food
convenient
that makes you
form of
sleepy.
Italian food.
It's true.
Yeah.
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 Yep. Garfield Kart 2, All You Can Drift. And it's funny, the last couple games we've asked, is that on anything else? That looks interesting. Is that only on Steam? And the Bubsy game and this game, they're on everything, you guys. So
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
Some games
Yeah.
can't make
Yeah.
it to everything, but these two abortions somehow.
Platform agnostic.
Yeah.
Platform
These
agnostic.
Yeah.
two get everything. Well,
Yep. So there you go. And by the way, if you're wondering about reviews on it, there aren't really any. Like I've seen one review that was
No.
like a 6.5 out of 10. There's like no one's reviewing it. So
no one's playing Garfield. All You Can Drift 2. First off, there is a first one of these. I don't have time to think about it. I can't
yeah, I know.
I can't
I
allow this.
know.
Yeah, I mean,
And
by my rules, I have to play the first one if I'm even going to
Yeah.
try
you
this one.
complete
right? So
all
I
the
gotta-
courses. Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah, I
That's right.
gotta platinum the first one. I gotta get all the trophies, so I gotta do everything.
It has a 44% positive rating on Steam from users right now. So
Better than 43.
the good news is, guys, if you
Yep.
want kart racers, there are 2 excellent ones out this year. One's already out and one's coming out here in about a week or 2 with Sonic. So you got
Oh, that's right.
other kart racing options. You don't have to play this one.
Sure.
What does this
Yeah.
game think it's doing coming out between those
I
two
know.
games?
What does it think it's doing?
Did you almost want to say how dare you
It's
a little
drifting,
bit
Kyle.
to Garfield?
A little
Oh,
bit. I'm kind of like shame on you. Like it's just I don't know what you're thinking. Like, do they think that like, well, they buy one cart game, they'll buy them all? Like, what's the
They
thought
might.
process here? Yeah.
Probably.
It might be that
probably.
exactly, actually. All right, well, let's talk about 3 games that came out this week to wrap this part up that I do think are worth a look, depending on your interest in their setting or gameplay style. So here's this first one. This is called Katanaut or Katanaut because it's like a katana, but you're in space, like astronaut. Get it?
Oh, I'm
Uh,
already in. I'm in.
It's got
on
this really
this.
cool
yeah.
side-scrolling art style.
Oh,
Yeah, I'll let you guys just watch the video for a sec. But what do you think when you first see this? Are you like, is this like something you're into?
Yeah, this is an
Think I need it.
immediate wish list game.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
This
got
is- I need
91%
this in
positive
my
reviews on
face.
Steam so far. Yeah. Yep. And hey, Acclaim is back. Do you see the Acclaim logo get sliced up at the beginning?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So-
I was like, what? I was like,
Yeah.
huh? A client? What?
Acclaim is back. Keep in mind it does have roguelike elements to it, so it is action roguelike.
Okay.
So it's got that.
Okay. Obviously.
But
It's a game that comes out in
it's
2025.
from,
Of course it does.
of course it does. It's from a relatively unknown developer. The only other game they did was
Oh.
this kind of strange basketball old throwback game, like an old pixelated basketball game, literally called Basketball Classics or something like that. So the developer
So they're really
has done
sticking with
like,
their type then.
yeah, the developer has done like nothing else like this, and so I'm very interested by this. But yeah, there you go, like Katana, but
I will say
Katana,
but
I'm
Katana.
glad they
not.
backed away from basketball because this looks sick.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, this looks really cool. I like it. You know, you put a gun in one hand and a sword in another. You already have me. That's a pretty easy mark for anything like that. So
Yeah, agreed.
um,
That is out on PC now. I believe it's only PC for now, but I'm sure it'll come to other things soon. That art style is too good not to be on
hopefully.
stuff like Switch 2
Yeah.
or PS5. So I think it'll land elsewhere. Here's another game that is getting very positive Steam reviews. This is an adventure, kind of they call it a casual gothic cinematic adventure. So, a little bit of point and click elements. Really cool art style, though. This is called Gloomy Eyes. Have you guys heard of Gloomy Eyes? I
mm-mm.
believe it's out on
Sounds familiar,
everything.
but I feel like I've heard other things with similar title. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Little
got
Tim
these kind of
Burton-esque.
exploration, platforming, maybe even little stealth elements to it that it looks like, but it's still mostly, I think, adventure and
Hey, man, I see
maybe
little
some light
Psychonauts.
puzzle solving. But
Yeah,
dude, it
yeah,
gives me
Psychonauts.
Big
strong
heads,
Psychonauts
big heads,
vibes. Yeah.
little bodies. Yeah.
Bulgy eyes. Mm-hmm.
Tim
Yep.
Burton-y, like Dan was saying. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah. Looks charming.
So I like this art style.
Looks
Yeah, this one
charming.
looks kind of cute.
Too.
People are really enjoying it, based on the reviews at least. I think it's fair to
Alright.
say that.
That part where she just hopped over that thing, I mean, that was Nightmare Before Christmas, right? Like,
Yes, they're very Tim Burton-esque for sure.
like right there. That's Nightmare Before that thing in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is on everything. Oh, I just missed the screen. There it is. So it is on
There you go.
all the platforms. So yeah.
Cool.
So give Gloomy Eyes a look. I think that one looks cool. And the last one we'll go through here is called Shape of Dreams. It's another kind of isometric action game, but it's got a strong focus on co-op.
Oh, roguelike.
Looks a lot like
Yeah.
Hades type games. So if you
Mm.
like Hades and Hades 2, give this one a roll. But it's also multiplayer, which is cool. So,
Oh, okay.
and there's
That's
a demo. There's a demo out as well, so you can give this one a look. Action roguelike, hack and slash, PvE. The whole idea is to team up with other people and take on the environment. So, yeah. So
Cool.
that is out as well. All right, and let me just see if it's got the ending screen available now. Just I think it's just on Steam for the
Steam.
moment. Just on Steam for the moment. But
Okay.
there you go.
Wait. Well, I'm glad we
Okay.
bounced back from
there
Busby
any-
and Garfield. Yeah.
Yeah, we always say roguelike, Are there any just rogue games anymore, or everything roguelike? And I do know the difference.
I wouldn't even know
mind
what
you.
it is. I wouldn't even know what that is. What's rogue mean?
I mean, like rogue, like back in the day, it was basically like you had like one life to like finish the game, pretty much, And I'm being
Oh, okay.
really reductive in this because I know we're trying to be a little quick today, and I'm taking a side quest here. But I just everything is rogue light. Like, has there been a rogue game in a long time? Because the last one I can think of was like on PS2 or something like that. Like,
How about
just weird to me that
leaning
we really
into
stuck with that.
the rogue
Or that
elements in a heavy manner? How about being heavy with the rogue?
Yeah, rogue
element?
heavy.
Instead of
Yeah,
light,
I'm just.
you know?
It just
Yeah.
it's very weird.
Rogue heavy.
We always talk about how weird like the terminology in gaming is. That's always been a weird one to me. Where it's just like, why didn't
Sure.
rogues, instead of just becoming rogue, like just stay rogue, but like they just got lighter over the years. Like I don't, I don't know.
It's slimmed down. It's slimmed down.
Sorry. Yeah, that's my dumb thought for the week, though.
I appreciate it. I like it. Well, guys, it was my bad for being so yappy with you both before we started recording. My bad on that, but I do have to keep rolling through into our Nintendo Direct kind of
Yep.
high points, if that's cool with you all, and then we can
No, it's
we
right.
gotta bounce out
Yeah.
of here from this episode.
Yeah.
All right. So Nintendo aired a Direct 2 days ago. We're recording this on the 14th. They aired it on September 12th. If you haven't watched it, you can pause now if you don't want to be spoiled. If you like to watch these things without knowing what's coming, pause this now. Go watch the Nintendo Direct. It's just under an hour long, I think, total, or right around an hour long total. And
Yeah.
and then come back and we'll give you our thoughts on this stuff real quick. Ready? Okay, good. So too late. If you haven't left yet, too bad for you. All right. So the
Like-
first thing they kicked right off with a bunch of Mario celebration. Right, it's the 40th anniversary of Mario. They're celebrating with all kinds of different things, including, as you can see here on the still frame, the next Mario movie is the Super Mario Galaxy movie, and they just gave a little teaser of him
Yeah.
like taking a nap by a tree, and then it kind of went out into space. So I think this is cool. It's a nice way
Visually,
to keep
it's going to be the best.
movie going.
It's going to be the best.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
the
it's
best
gonna
way
be
to like
insane. With
up the ante visually, like because the first one was already so like crazy. This was the way to go.
vibrant, yeah.
And it
Yeah, I mean,
allows them
even
to
just
get
look
away
at the
from
background, the space,
Bowser too.
like the colors
Yeah.
and everything.
Yep. Yeah. So I'm on
Oh,
board.
I'm sure
I mean, the
Bowser
first
will
movie,
be in there. I wouldn't be surprised, but
you have to have Jack Black, right? You have to have him somewhere.
Yeah,
in there?
I think he was like
well,
the runaway.
they did say
success
he's
of that,
back,
yeah.
right? So
Oh, did they? Okay. Well, there you go. That answers that.
yeah.
So that movie, and then in addition to Mario Galaxy, they did right here, Dan. Sorry, because
Yep,
I didn't
yep,
actually
yep.
skip past this part.
Oh,
They
yeah.
they showed
Oh, okay.
Jack Black and Chris Pratt as
It's
being
actually
in
his
it. There you go.
mugshot. That's also Chris's
That's
mugshot.
Those are both their mugshots. Yeah.
Why is Chris Pratt's mugshot so handsome?
Yeah.
fine. All right, and then they talked about how they're re-releasing Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Switch.
Yeah.
Not on Switch 2, though.
And I think yeah, it's just the Switch, but you can play it on both, right? That's
Yes,
how Nintendo
right,
talks about
right.
things now, right?
Right.
Now listen, I love these games. I think they're amazing. They're some of my favorite Mario games, so I am all in. I'm thrilled. Can't wait. I'll play them both. I think it's got some of the best music in the entire series. Some of the music from Mario Galaxies are just unbelievable. So very excited for this. But I wouldn't have minded, some new Mario game announced
Yeah.
here. This would have been a great time
Yeah.
to do that.
See, usually
But-
I wouldn't agree with this line of thinking where I'm just like, it is what it is. They announced what they announced. But I totally agree with that because it is the 40th anniversary. Like,
Yeah.
and for you to
Right.
be like, here's a new movie, here's a new this,
Right.
and you're getting a new Yoshi game, but
Yeah,
like it just seems really weird that they didn't like make a
I
new
know.
one of these. But I do
I know.
like these two. These are some of my favorites.
But hey,
I do wonder
They're
if it's
coming out
because the Odyssey
2nd.
team was the Odyssey team made Donkey Kong. Like I wonder if that's why.
maybe.
I think
yeah.
I think that's it,
I mean,
Dan.
that makes
I think you're
sense.
right.
Yeah.
I think you're right.
I think that
Mm.
makes
I think we got
sense.
a couple years into the Switch 2 life cycle till we get a fully fledged new Mario 3D game, and that's actually okay. Like I want it to be good. I don't need it right now. I just was excited
Yeah.
for the possibility of it.
Yeah.
Oh, of
But
course.
I think
Yeah.
you're right about that for sure. So these games are coming out October 2nd. They are $40 each, or you get them both together for $70, and so pretty overpriced, I think, for a lot of people. I totally get that.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. If you want, it's a full price game essentially at $70 if you want both. So there you go, Mario Galaxy 1 and
Amiibos,
2,
guys.
new
They're
amiibos.
still doing it. They're
Still
still
doing it,
baby.
amiibos. That's right.
Of course.
I'm gonna scroll forward here. They announced a new Mario Tennis game called Mario
on,
Tennis
fine.
Fever.
You
that-
get it. There's your Mario game. There's your Mario game.
There it is. You're right. You know what? That's
Don't.
my bad. You're right. Yeah.
No. If anything, the
So-
Yoshi game is closer.
February 12th for that one. And then they announced an update to Super Mario Bros. Wonder, which is a phenomenal
I'm excited about
side-scrolling
that.
Mario
Yeah.
game.
Excited about
Yeah.
You got
Nintendo
what
Switch
was
2
interesting
edition.
is you got a free update with this one, like when the Switch 2 came out.
Yeah.
Like that was, but so like I wonder if it's just gonna even look even better, maybe, and then obviously the new content.
Yeah.
But
There's
game's
going to be new
great.
modes as well. Yeah, a lot of new multiplayer. They're really emphasizing multiplayer modes, like mini games that you
cool.
play with friends and stuff like that. So yeah. So that comes out in the spring. They didn't give an exact release date for that. It just said spring for this one. So and they really highlighted some of the mini games. They talked about it a lot more than I thought they would have. So
It has like
here's a
Mario
bunch
Party
more of
vibes
those.
because it's
Yeah,
like kind of talking,
does.
yeah,
That's what I
playing
thought
with
too.
people and kind of
Oh,
almost like.
and you can get a
going against
talking
each other,
flower, the physical talking flower, if you want, with a little button.
Like
they
we
saw all
all
this
need that.
popcorn bucket stuff, and they were like, "We want a part of that." And here we are.
That's right. That's right. All right, and then you guys have mentioned this Yoshi game a
Dude.
couple times. This game is called Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. This game looks
Yes.
gorgeous, like
Yeah.
really beautiful.
I love how
It's got
it's
this
stop
wonderful
motion.
the stop motion side scrolling. I mean, it looks amazing. So
This actually looks
Yeah.
like a kid's book, like because the Yoshi story on 64 had like a 3D look
Yeah.
to it. Like it wasn't ugly.
I thought this
by
was
any
going to be a
means, but it
remake
was
of that.
Nintendo
That's what
64.
that's what I thought they were
Oh,
building
okay.
up towards.
Yeah,
Or was
because
it
it's
gonna-
it's
but
leaning
no.
into the book thing, right? So-
Yeah, because of that, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. But this actually has like a classic children's like storybook look to it, and I'm like,
Yep.
I mean, my
I don't
wife
know. It
loves
looks
Yoshi. That's her
framey.
favorite Nintendo character. So
I don't
sure,
know.
yeah,
Dude, look at that.
yeah,
Oh, some
No,
of
this looks
this
amazing.
animations and lighting is just gorgeous. So this
Yeah.
Like
Yoshi
this,
game,
this
very
people are
excited for
I
that.
forgave there not being a Mario game because I thought this looked so good. To be honest.
yeah, people are overlooking
Yeah.
this one. A lot of people are barely even mentioning it as they talk about all the stuff in the direct. I'm like, Yoshi and the Mysterious Book was a major announcement that people should not
Yeah.
overlook. That's
Oh yeah,
going to be a really cool.
yeah. That's
game.
insane to
So,
me. That's insane.
yeah, yeah. All right, then they moved on to other games. There's this one out now called Stormlancers. It is $20. You can go get it. There's like no reviews out for it yet because it was not like no one knew about it. It's only on Switch for now, although it's probably going to come to everything else. It is you can play it single player, but it's meant to be a co-op side-scrolling action adventure game. So
Cool.
yeah, with a lot of people are saying it's a pretty kid-friendly game. So I think that's a way to say it's pretty easy. But
Yeah.
so Stormlancers is out now. There's a game called Dinkum. Let's see.
What,
Is this it? Yeah, Dinkum.
Thinkum.
I think it's this one. Did I miss it already? No, I think this is it. Yeah.
I think. Yeah,
Comes
I'm
out-
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the.
Comes out November 5th. If you want to give this one a look. Kind of has this Minecraft-y voxel
Yeah.
look to it.
It's like
'cause it's set in
Australian
Australia.
Minecraft.
Yeah, Dinkum. Because they say fair dinkum. Isn't that a thing? Australian friends out there? I think they say that. I think they say fair dinkum.
Sure.
Anyway, so that is out now. All right, Dinkum, November 5th. Demo is out if you want to go give it a try. And then we have this game called Popucom, which kind of is like a me. Wait, is this the me one? Yeah.
No, this is like
This is-
this is the main
No,
one,
it's a Tamagotchi
Life.
Life. Is the
Tamagotchi
new
Life.
one.
The one before this, I forget what.
Popucom.
Popucom.
There it is. Okay.
This remind it looked like what is the Squid game that with the
Oh,
Oh,
Paint-
Splatoon.
Paint-
kind of looks
one.
like it looks like that like art style
Splatoon.
kind of to me.
yeah, agreed. And then we get to the Tamagotchi Life one. Okay, so that's
Which is like
great.
this
I'm
is a
glad
failed
you guys
DS
are working
game.
it.
I don't know like why they're doing that again, but
All right, we got Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection coming out October 30th.
Hell
we
yeah.
got the Final Fantasy VII remake is finally
what's this?
finally has a release date.
What's that?
What is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a new indie game, Dan. You might want to give it a look. Comes out
Oh, okay.
January 22nd, and it is
I
the
don't think you'd
integrated
like it.
version, so it'll have the DLC.
don't think it's good.
I can't wait actually to see when someone like Digital Foundry gets their hands on it. I just want to see how it
Same.
stacks up. Like I want to see
Sure.
what the Switch 2 can do with a game like this.
Right.
Of course, I don't expect it to be to the levels that you can play it on PC or PS5 or whatever. I just want to see like, what can this thing do? And I
after
hope
you got
that this
Cyberpunk
version
to
does
run, I will never be shocked at what the Switch can run. Like you won't ever be able to
Yeah.
shock me again, you know. So lay it on. me.
Totally agree. Totally agree. All right, and then they announced Linked Banner of Spark, which is available today. This is one where it's kind of this isometric sort of survival action adventure game where there's some life sim elements to it, but a lot of look, see, even fishing for robots and farming, but a lot of action too. You're roaming around, fighting, leveling up. So Linked Banner of Spark. I think it was on Xbox and PC before. So
Here we go.
then they gave us the official Hades 2 announcement. So the 1.0 official release is happening sooner than you might think. Here, I'll skip ahead here to when it gets to there we go. So I can see the gameplay a little bit. So the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, which is really the 1.0 edition, it currently is not released 1.0 yet, but I think it will be now on, I want to say it's September 25th.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I can't wait, man. I played it in early access.
I'm
I
so
really
excited
enjoyed
for
it, but
this.
I purposefully stopped playing it until the full game was ready. So I'm really excited to play the full
Yeah.
thing.
Just gonna throw out there that little like animated intro that they had there. Like I would watch an anime or show or whatever
Same.
of that.
Very
like
cool.
it looked unbelievable. Looked unbelievable. Like,
They're gonna get.
Didn't
they're
they
getting
make
this
a
game on
Hades
Switch
show?
I don't know. Did they? That'd be cool. They're
thought
getting
they
this
made
game
a
to run at
Hades.
120 frames or whatever.
Yeah,
On Switch 2, plugged in. Like that's insane.
crazy.
So
Yep.
Cool.
There you go. September 25th. That's coming up in less than 2 weeks. You guys can play Hades 2 on the Switch 2. All right, then we got some Kirby Air Riders stuff. Really just about the amiibos that were coming out, and another direct. It's getting another
to announce
standalone direct.
yeah, and then you need another one
Why?
to explain what the hell
Okay.
that was.
I
don't
like
know.
that though. I like the swapping. Like that's pretty
Yeah.
cute. I think
I
that's
just-
Oh yeah, it's great.
a fun little gimmick.
Sakurai, I need
Okay.
you to make it make sense, buddy. I need you to make it make
Yeah.
sense.
All right, we
this
learned about
and
more
not
Hyrule Warriors, which I'll skip ahead a little bit because I want to
It
get
needs
to
a
this
break.
next
It
one.
needs a break.
So Hyrule Warriors is coming out November 6th.
It's gonna
And
squeak
then
in
we got
this year.
this
Very excited
game.
for that.
We got this game, Dragon Quest VII Reimagined,
Oh,
coming out
dude.
February 5th. This looks great.
Like,
yeah.
This is actually what I would imagine, like what they're doing with the style of this and trying to really pay homage to the original like Toriyama artwork. Like what they would do with Final Fantasy IX. Like if that remake is
Yes.
real, like something stylized like this, because 9 has like so many different races of characters in the game. It's not just humanoid people.
You're
I
right.
think something like this would work so well with that. Like
And something like this
love that they're
doesn't need a
doing
Final
this.
Fantasy VII remake budget either. Like you could pull off
Right.
making
Yeah.
9 like this for probably
It looks
pretty cheap.
so unique. It's got a unique look between video games, cartoon, and almost play figures. Like it's got a really cool look.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah,
they were
it
saying
looks
that
really
they
cool.
modeled these off of like actual 3D models that they
Yeah,
created,
it looks like toys
statues.
almost,
Yeah,
right?
like they
Yeah.
did. They actually made like
Yeah, yeah.
and scanned them in, and like that's how they kind of based the graphics off of.
So cool.
It has a claymation.
Dan, there's a world
almost
map.
claymation type of.
Had an overworld map, Dan.
Yeah. I
I don't know much about 7 either. I don't know anything about 7. I didn't play
Yeah,
it.
I don't either.
So like this is absolutely one I'd play.
There you go. February 5th, that game's coming out. All right, I'm going to skip ahead. Oh, okay. In case anyone was wanting this, you can buy a Virtual Boy accessory and play Virtual Boy games on the Switch online. Whatever. You might be excited about it. That's great.
It's a headache factory.
But
I mean,
I'm not buying this
was like
accessory to play these games. I'm not doing
It's
it.
like $100 too. Did you see the price of this thing? Like,
oh, is it really?
Oh, there's a cardboard. There's a cardboard
and the
version.
cardboard one is $50. So
oh, what?
Or 40 or something like that. Yeah, it's insane.
What is going on? What is happening?
Nintendo, what's
listen,
going? Make it make sense.
Shove your Switch in there.
At least the battery's not going to
Switch in
leak
there.
on top of whatever surface you have it on, right? Because that's what they did back in the day. They leaked
I heard
their
about
legacy
that.
was faulty equipment and headache factories. That's the legacy
Yeah.
of the Virtual Boy.
Yeah.
Like, look at this. Anyway, you want to play that?
I'm done
Hey, this
with
is
that
my-
one.
this
Oh,
is the
by the way, here's the date. February 17th.
yeah. Save
Sure.
it. Save the date.
Very excited.
Here's
So
the
excited.
games. This is literally the entire library of the Virtual Boy. So, you
Oh
need to
my
play all of
God.
it if you want. So yeah, congrats everybody. All right, we got Fatal Frame 2, the Butterfly Effect remake.
This is my
or,
favorite
I'm sorry,
horror game. of
Crimson
all time.
Butterfly remake. Is it really?
Wow.
Of
Look
all
at that.
time. Absolutely.
Well,
Was
we didn't
stoked
get
to
a
hear that.
So it's okay.
we didn't get a solid release
okay.
date,
So
but it is
So good.
2026. We know that. We just don't know when in 2026. So
Okay.
it'll arrive sometime next year. Looks super
That
creepy.
was a
but
fun surprise.
Really cool.
It's
Or- oh,
fantastic.
let me-
So good.
Early 2026. So there you go. Should hopefully
Right, just in time for
that
Halloween.
first half of the
yeah.
year. Yeah, February, Halloween.
You know, it's the spookiest time of the year, February.
Perfect. They talked about Nintendo Switch 2 editions of a bunch of games, including One Piece, Overcooked 2, Stardew Valley, Human Fall Flat, and then the upcoming Power Wash Simulator 2, which is scheduled to come out sometime this fall. So I think they're making a point to call out the fact that there are going to be Switch 2 specific editions of things coming out, whether they exist already or it's
Yeah.
new. So I think they're hearing some of the feedback of like, what the heck, where's the Switch 2 games? And so we are seeing more of it, which is good. But
Just
there
the
you go. There's
first
a few
batch
that you
are
can-
all like 5 to 10 year old games.
They're all pretty old. They're all pretty old.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that Stardew.
So Stardew, you can have 4-player co-op, which is cool, like the split screen.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fun. And game share, which is awesome.
Voice.
You can do that. So.
Oh, okay. I actually missed
That's
this.
cool.
All right, let's skip ahead here. There's a couple weird games. Suicune Planet, something like that. Suicune Game Planet. I'm going to skip past that one. And then at a very weird spot in the show, they threw in Metroid Prime 4. I thought this was a weird spot.
Unceremoniously, to be honest.
Yeah, just kind of dropped all of a sudden and like, oh, and here's the release date. So I was like, wow,
Cool
that was a
trailer,
weird
though.
spot to just drop this in.
Well, they threw a bike at us, which is wild.
Yeah. That's
So a lot of
kinda
people-
what I needed.
A lot of people that I'm seeing, a lot of feedback is they're not impressed with how Metroid Prime 4 Beyond is looking. They might have a
Okay.
point. I don't know. I thought it looked good, but like I see what they're saying. Like a lot of flat textures. It doesn't look super visually stunning or whatever. So like, what's
Yeah,
going
I
on?
think
Sure,
when
sure.
Metroid Prime came out, it's known as the last time Nintendo really cared about pushing graphics like forward in a really
Right.
big way, and for this to not
So
carry on that
expectations are
legacy,
high.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that might. but like this looks cool. Like the idea of being on a bike, like killing stuff, like this looks
Yeah.
cool. Like like
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I'm
But
maybe it'll look better
some of the
when it's
scene,
in
like
front of us.
this looks detailed. Look, like this cave
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
lighting and the rocks. Like this
Yeah,
looks
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I will admit that desert
The
sequence
sand.
Bland.
did
Yeah.
not look amazing. Did not. I mean, it's fine, but it did not like blow me
Like Dune
away.
came out
But I
this year,
also
and it looks
didn't
better
think it
than
looked
this,
ugly. So
No, I don't either. Bland for sure, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what people want out of Metroid Prime, so I don't know if people are being too hard or too lenient. I really don't know.
No.
I think it looks
Well,
fun.
it's because they've been waiting a while, so
That's
I
why
think it was
I think
built for
it's just
it was built for the Nintendo Switch, and it's going to come out on both. There is a Switch 2 edition that will launch, so it's going to look better, run better, I would imagine. But yes, it's another casualty that we've seen on other consoles too of the cross-gen games that release, where they're not quite as good as they could have been because they're trying to release them on everything. This is scheduled for December 4th. So there we go. We had 2 major games coming out that month with Octopath Traveler 0 and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, both landing, I think, the same day or at least within a day of each
and then
other.
the Zelda was November, I believe. So they actually did do a really good job of putting out almost a game a month from like their first catalog.
Because they got Pokemon in October.
Yeah, they did a great job. So
and Kirby Air Riders is in November, I think. Right?
Or is it this month, September? No, I think you're right.
Now
it's
I
November.
can't remember.
Yeah.
Now I can't remember.
So
But
two games in November then.
There's a good amount of games dropping for Nintendo, and then
They're
they have
doing a good job.
the Metroid Prime retrospective art book. If you want, I still think they should have put 2 and 3 remastered out, building up to 4, but probably too late for that now. All right, moving ahead here, we've got some DK Bonanza DLC that's coming out. It is paid
like
DLC
already.
Yep, and it's out now. By the way, you can go get it now.
That's pretty cool.
I don't know how long is a DLC? How much content is in there? I don't know. So you can go check it out, see what people are saying about it. I'm sure there's reviews out about it or other outlets that have reviewed it. But
I mean, it's the DK
gives
Island,
you
which is rad as hell.
This whole new DK Island area to explore. It's got lots of familiar characters and stuff to do. And
outside.
It just looks like a jolly good time. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's actually outside. Yeah. So there you go. DK Bonanza DLC is out now. All right, and then we got this Pokemon Life Sim style game where you are Ditto turned into a weird looking girl character.
So it's basically it's Animal Crossing, right? Like that's basically what it is.
Yeah,
it's
Pokemon
like a
Animal
weird,
Crossing.
morally complicated Ditto character.
Morally complicated.
I am very uncomfortable with Ditto
Tim
becoming a human and assimilating with us. Like I don't.
Can you find the shot of her coming out, or him, or it coming out of the cave? Because just the stare, or like when he first transforms, just the nothingness. Hold on.
Look at the serial killer in its eyes.
There's a shot of like just the nothingness in his eyes that just cracks me the hell up. I mean, we don't have to spend too much time looking for it, but it's just hysterical. Hysterical.
God, I hate it so much.
I'm totally sold.
I am too.
Make a bunch
I
of
hate
Pokemon
the idea
friends.
that Ditto. I think this whole game idea is a great idea. Like with Animal Crossing with Pokemon. Like, duh. How did you not do this before?
Yeah.
Well, I think the idea is if you're Ditto, you can become whatever character you want. So you can probably make your character look however you want, and that's just one of the avatar versions.
Sure.
I guess.
You could also just create a character and not make some like nightmare.
You could do that.
Yeah.
You could do that.
You could,
it's
but
called
why
Pokemon.
do that when you can do this?
Pokopia, yeah, I know. Pokopia comes out in 2026, as does coming out in October is Pokemon Legends ZA. So they released another trailer about that.
Hands-on time is so positive with this game. It's so positive, man. I'm positive. I turned around. I'm back on.
We got Danganronpa 2
Are you
coming
being sarcastic?
out. Ultimate.
No, not at all. The Gamescom had like very positive hands-on time with that game.
I have a feeling that all 3 of us would probably like the Danganronpa games. I don't know if you guys have played them. I just haven't ever given them a look.
I've heard they're wild story-wise. The stories are wild.
Yeah. I'm not a big visual novel, dude. Those are hard for me to get into.
Yeah, me too.
Well, Kyle, I do know that you like these games, the Dynasty Warrior games. Origins is coming to Switch 2 on January 22nd. We know that they can play the Hyrule Warrior games, so it's not like they can't handle Musou games, but this one was a little more visually taxing. So
it was, very.
About this,
they're definitely gonna have to
Switch 2.
They're gonna definitely have to take some assets out. That's for sure.
We learned
But
about
yeah,
the next Monster Hunter Stories game. I think this game looks amazing. It's called Twisted Reflections. I think it looks great. The fact that the monsters that you tame and ride and use, they're called Monsties, is hilarious. It's like a placeholder name that no one replaced.
Monsties?
So,
yeah.
yeah,
How
they're
did that
called
make it through?
Monsties. Yeah, but I think this game looks really cool. It's got a great design to it. So
Yeah.
I'm intrigued by it. Uh, I'm I feel like I should play the first two because I feel like I'd like them a lot more. I only played a little bit of the first one, like the demo maybe, and that
I
was
played a
it.
little bit
So
too.
Yeah.
I liked them.
yeah, so
Didn't
yeah, these
finish
games
it.
look really cool, and this is coming out on March 13th. All right, then they hit us with a sizzle reel, which I'll skip ahead to so it starts going. We've got everything from 2 Point Museum coming October 28th, Disgaea 7 Complete coming out on October 10th, EA Sports FC, which is the soccer game, coming out September 26th. A reminder of the October 30th release of Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. We got Lego Voyagers. Oh, let's look at Lego This I still think this game looks super cool. I'm really excited for this one. I hope it's fun.
I missed this one.
Yeah, so
Lego Little Nightmares 3 is coming out on October 10th, and Persona 3 Reload is coming out October
nice.
23rd. All right, guys, they wrapped it up. This is what I wanted to make sure we got to before we finish our episode. They wrapped it up with a surprise announcement from Capcom. Actually, really 3 when you think about it. But Resident Evil 9 Requiem is launching day and date on the Switch too. So
Pretty crazy.
not that you wouldn't want to play it on a more high-powered space, but I love that Capcom is like, no, we're all in on the Switch too. We're putting our stuff there. So
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's great. Even in the trailer, I could kind of, maybe it was just me wanting to see it. I felt like I could tell it
You
wasn't
can
as
see
high
it.
quality.
No, you can see
Okay.
it. Yeah, you can
Okay.
absolutely see it. Yeah.
I was making sure it wasn't just me.
Like, look at that.
Yeah,
Look
her
at that.
hair
I
is
know it's
not
like a
as
little.
nice. Like,
I know it's a little
Yeah.
compressed because we're watching it on YouTube via program right now,
Right.
but like, yeah, no, it definitely looks a little the dip.
That being said, if it plays
there's some
well
new
and
footage, though.
generally speaking looks
Was
good,
a lot
yeah,
of
it was
new
a new
footage.
trailer, right? But if it plays well, that's cool, man. How cool that Capcom is making this thing
Yeah,
work
yeah.
on the.
This is the
on the
Switch
Switch
2
too.
is some households only console. So the fact that like it's like, hey, we can play some games that are being released for like big boy consoles day and
Yep.
date,
Yeah.
and you're fine, and you're not taking a huge compromised hit. You know,
That's right.
that's cool.
All right, and then we got, in addition to Requiem landing on February 27th, that same day they're going to also launch both 7 and 8, Resident Evil 7
But
and
Tim,
8.
these games are already
the
on Switch
too as
One.
well. Yeah, yeah. If that said
And
cloud version at the
like,
bottom, I
yeah,
would have died.
cloud,
Yeah.
Oh my god.
No, thankfully it's the real versions of those games also coming to
Cackled.
the Switch too. All right, let's jump ahead to the final announcement for the day. It really ended on a positive note for me. I know for some people they don't care maybe as much about Fire Emblem games, but Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. And as soon as I saw the red hair and blue hair, I was like, Fire Emblem! Fire Emblem!
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I was like,
The second I saw a fantasy setting, because I remember I think a couple weeks ago when I was doing news and stuff like that, I was like, this slipped, if y'all remember. So like the
You're
second
right,
I
there was
saw
a
like a
leak about
fantasy
this.
setting, I was like, Fire Emblem.
yeah, yep. So
yeah,
this
very
one's
excited
got a
for this.
cool look to it, right? It's got this like kind of a Colosseum vibe. Like what's going on here with the like? I'm already in.
Yeah, like
I-
ancient Greece.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
there's
got an
something going on
interesting,
here. The war
an
games or
interesting
something.
fight for entertainment kind of a thing. Where I'm guessing you're gonna have to break free and lead a revolt or whatever. I'm in. Whatever it is,
It's
I'm in.
Spartacus. You're right. You're 100% right. It's Spartacus.
Absolutely Spartacus.
If it's just
and I love
Gladiator the movie but Fire Emblem, then you know,
yeah.
maybe
Gladiator's
I'll
just
finally
Spartacus,
play
yeah.
a Fire Emblem.
that. That's right. That's right. So yeah, this looks great. As always, the art style is fantastic. The gameplay looks tried and true. The fight scenes get more epic with every entry, like the little fight animations. So, yeah,
And the
super on
stories are
board with
great in
this.
these games. This is going
They
to be
are.
cool. This looks like it's going to be like political war-y type stuff. So yeah, it's going to be good.
Yep. So, Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave is scheduled to arrive. It just says 2026.
So
we
these
don't know
games
when.
classically come out in January. So
They
like
do.
I wouldn't be shocked if like come like November we get a direct and it's like, hey, this is coming out January, February, something like that. But yeah,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. I also think it could be like a major spring game for them. They might bump it back a little bit. Could
It
be a
could be end
spring
of the year
game.
next year, and when it
You're
comes out,
right.
it's gonna be perfect. So who cares? You know,
Yeah.
I don't need it to
Yeah,
come
I'm
out in
excited for
any
that one.
specific date. I just need it to come out.
So overall, pretty good direct. Like I liked it. I thought it was a pretty fun Nintendo Direct. Some good things coming out. Some good things to revisit. Like Kyle mentioned, the calendar is full, so it's easy to kind of be like, "Well, where's my Mario?" Like we talked about earlier. I said that earlier. It's easy to be like, "Well, what's the plans for the next Zelda game or whatever?" Like it's easy for us to start asking these questions.
Yeah.
But the calendar is very full. And even if you look at the
Mhm.
2026 games, if those all land sometime in the first 6 months, maybe 8 months of the year, 2026 calendar, if you think about it as like one major Nintendo game a month, it's already getting pretty full. So it's like they've got a good cadence of games coming out. I really do hope to see more of what we just saw with Ubisoft and Star Wars Outlaws, where it's like, hey, a really good port of a game just hit Switch 2. It's a valid way to play that game portably. So I want to see more of
Mhm.
that. I hope Elden Ring lands in that same spot whenever that
I
releases. I
heard
hope
Elden
Final
Ring's
Fantasy VII
already
Intergrade does.
looking better. Heard
Oh, good,
someone saw it
Oh, okay.
behind closed doors, and like it's already like
good,
I don't
good.
know. I'm sure he'll
Yeah,
be fine.
yeah. I hope the Resident Evil games are not just playable, but like, hey, you know what? This is actually a pretty decent way to play it. Like that's all I want to hear. I
Yeah.
don't need it to be this is the best whatever. Like I don't need that. I just want it to be a really solid way to play those games. I'd love to
Yeah.
see games like Control
Well,
get
people really
re-released on
liked
the Switch too.
Control would be so cool to be on Switch too. I would
RE4
love
for the
that.
Wii, right?
Yeah.
Right.
People really
Yeah.
like that
Yep.
version.
Yeah. I love
People
that
prefer
version.
that one. Yeah. People do prefer that
Yeah,
one.
I love that version. But all right, sorry to cut it short. I know there's probably other stuff we're playing and watching, but that's gonna have to wait till next time. I'm already over time. I gotta bounce. But thank you guys for being here. Thank you all for watching and listening. And make sure you subscribe and all that stuff, or don't. I don't care. Like I'd like for you to, but I'm not gonna make you. Okay, I'm not gonna guilt you.
You're
I'm
like,
not here to
ah,
guilt you
The
anymore.
Gestapo's gonna come by and make sure that you're.
Yeah, or
listen,
don't.
you don't
Maybe
even
this
have
was
to
the
say
only
all that,
episode of
Tim,
us. You'll.
because
Yeah.
I was gonna say the
Go ahead.
outro says "Do it or we'll cry or we'll beat them up," or I forget what the other one is, but
You're right.
I already took care of it. We already threatened the audience, so
Right. So I'll be the nice one.
Yeah.
I'll let the outro be the mean person.
Good cop,
So
bad cop.
I will say
There
subscribe
you
if
go.
you
Good
want. I
cop,
don't
bad
care
cop.
either
Yeah,
way.
good cop. Bad.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.